no-brainer?
Yeah, absolute no-brainer. Have loved my time at the club, and imagine I'll probably continue to love my time at the club. It's such a great place, filled with great people, and really confident about what we can achieve as a playing group. I think this year of all years has shown me that the future is bright. We've had a lot of young guys come in and be able to play roles and really excel. So very excited about the future, and hence the reason why I've sort of recommitted.
At 210 games, Harris, I was kind of just doing really quick math, and I know you probably don't want to think too much about your own individual stats and games numbers, but I think if you played, say 20 games for the next 5 years, it would put you up well over 300, and that would put you well up over, perhaps being one of the longest serving Lions from Queensland. What would that mean to you? I think Zorks perhaps might be the only one that would pass that 300 mark. What would that mean to you?
From where I am at the moment, the opportunity for that to happen is really exciting. The idea of playing my career at one club is really entertaining for me, obviously, and as I said, I just love being a part of this group. So I won't forecast or look too far ahead, but it's really exciting to have a bit of security for myself and also the club as well. I feel like we're building nicely, so it's great to be here.
And more just being a Queenslander, I'm kind of alluding to.
It's been great. I'm so grateful for the academy that fast-tracked my development, I guess, coming from a bit of a slower start in my junior footy. So the academy did an unbelievable job in my draft year to get me up to speed, and I sort of had some confidence that if I could just find my way onto a list, I feel I could go out there and really enjoy the process of getting better each and every day. And I owe a lot to the academy and the guys that have been a big part of that.
Harris, Geelong have had the better of you guys, generally speaking, since you've made finals. Why is that? Why do you think they've had the better of you?
Because they're a quality football club. They've had unbelievable sustained success over the last 15 years. We haven't obviously probably put our best foot forward in those last couple of finals against them, if you're talking about the two prelims. But at the same time, I feel like it's a new year, and we've had a lot of growth, learning opportunities from those moments. So we're really excited about the opportunity that lies ahead of us. Clearly, it's going to be a great challenge. They're a great football team, but we're super excited about the opportunity that lays ahead.
What do you make of the word momentum, Harris? It comes in different forms in games, things like that, but what do you do when it comes in things like taking momentum from last week into this week?
Each final is a different game. Clearly, we'll get some belief off the back of the weekend's performance against a really good GWS team, and the group's up and about. The vibes are good. You don't come back from 44 points in a game too often, so the belief's there. I think if we think we're going to come out and it's just going to happen for us, then we'll be left with our pants down. It'll be a bit of a mess, but I think we're all really excited. We've been able to move on pretty well. Fags made a real clear point of that after the game, to enjoy that moment, because you never know when that's going to come again, but to also then start to get to work again. And we're able to come in on Tuesday, get to work on the Cats and what they're really good at, while also focusing on what we do well. So it's important to move on, but also have that inner belief.
Froggy did a good job on Jeremy Cameron when you played earlier this year. Is that the matchup you think be most likely this week?
We actually haven't sat down yet as a backs group. That'll be this afternoon for our line meeting. So I'm sure Moz has got a ton of vision for us to watch and chat through. But he's a sensational player, Jeremy, obviously, a real dangerous threat. So it'll probably take a whole crew of us to try and nullify his influence. He likes to get up the ground and also rip back hard towards goal. So it'll be a real conservative effort from us defensively.
Boys look pretty sore on Tuesday. I think they'll be freshened up after maybe a bit of a run today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think if you come along to all our sessions, a lot of the guys sort of on Tuesday are a little bit slow to go, and we make sure that we're right to go for Thursday training. We want to, although the session might be a little bit shorter, we want to train with great intensity, and the boys will be firing and ready to go.
So take the handbrake off today?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Tuesdays are typically skill development sessions for us, so for the guys that are feeling really good, they're out on the park, and the guys that might need to be a little bit more managed throughout the year, they sort of head off to the side and do a bit more stationary skill stuff. So, those boys will be ready to go. They'll train well today, and then we'll get on the flight tomorrow.
Harris, what about just the rivalry generally with Geelong over the last few years? Crackers, and once ice every time you play. Can you just talk about what it is that brings that out between the two teams? Just the finals game.
I think we're both two competitive football clubs. They've been, as I said, they've had such a sustained success over such a long period of time, and that's something that we as a footy club are really striving towards. We want to have that maintained success, and they were able to win a premiership a couple of years ago, which is really exciting for them. And it's one thing that they've been able to do is just continue to compete year on year out. So as I said, we're striving to achieve that, and it's always a great challenge against those guys. They're a great football team.
You just touched.
I'd say personally, do you just enjoy playing them? Like, I think even probably 2 years ago, Fag saying the gloves are always off when we come up against them. It's just a fun contest for yourself.
Yeah, it is, because they're a great team, and we feel like we want to achieve what they've achieved. So, we're really excited about the opportunity that lays ahead.
You just touched on it, like they've been in big prelims. Like you've got to always give yourself a chance. You guys are now in your fourth or fifth years. How close? You came 4 points within a grand premiership last year. You don't want to obviously. Do you feel like it is hard in a prelim to not think about what's coming next week? But also on that, how close do you feel like this group is to, breaking through that barrier and they're capable obviously of winning a premiership?
You obviously sort of dream about what can happen, but that's fine. The only thing you've got to come back to your actions in the moment. It's all good and well to think about what could happen in the future, but it's really important to come back to your actions, and that for us is going out and playing the way we want to play, having the right attitude. And we know it's not going to be an easy game against Geelong. They make it hard for you, but I'm still confident that if we turn up with a really good attitude and play the best we can, then we'll get that done against any team in the comp. So, it's going to be a great challenge. We understand it'll be a bit of an arm wrestle, and it might come down to the last couple of minutes, but we're really excited by that opportunity.
This being your third prelim in a row, is there anything that you've learned about going, deep into the finals from those previous 2 years that will hold you in good stead?
I think capitalising on your moments is important, and not sort of losing your head. I reckon last year's prelim, we were 5 or 6 goals down against Carlton, and the back was up against the wall a little bit there at the start, but our ability to just sort of connect as a group and move on with the moment was important. We didn't sort of get carried away, and the energy was still there, which was good. So, we understand that footy games, particularly this time of year, are a bit of a roller coaster, and it's important not to get too high on the highs or too low on the lows. So, it'll be a great game. I'm sure there'll be a big crowd down there. We'll have a lot of our fans down there supporting us, and obviously the Cats will have a few as well. So it'll be a great spectacle, and I just can't wait to get down there.
Harris, sort of anything you learned specifically from 2 years ago when you beat the Demons, and you came up against the Cats at the same time? Yeah,
it was. I mean, it lays pretty the same, doesn't it? Like, we sort of come off this really big emotional win a couple of years ago against the Demons, and the whole MCG hoodoo that the media like to push across and all that sort of thing. So it was something that I reckon we've learned on this time is to make sure we move on quickly. And as I sort of touched on earlier, Fags alluded to that after the game. We really wanted to focus on enjoying that moment, because as I said, you don't get those opportunities to have those wins away in big finals all too often. But our ability to just get on with the job and focus to this week has been really impressive. Clearly the proof will be in the pudding when we get out there on Saturday afternoon, but I'm comfortable and confident that the group's been able to sort of switch off from last week and also make sure that we're ready to go.
It'd be nice not to see Tom Hawkins' name in the team sheet.
I mean, I'm not sure whether he's playing or not yet, but he's been an unbelievable footballer for a long time. He's certainly kicked his fair share of bags on me across his career, and whether he's out there or not won't change sort of my role or the role in the back line. We'll just respect whoever's out there. So, we'll wait and see.
Is that a matchup you like to? Is that someone you would want to play against this weekend?
I'm not going to sort of go into who we play on. Like, whoever's out there is out there at the end of the day. I can't control their team selection. So, they've had an unbelievable season as a forward line, the Cats. So, it's going to be a great challenge regardless of who's out there.